So, Solene Doze, you are the UNDP coordinator for a new web portal called Besnet.world.
Yes.
Tell us, what is Besnet.world?
Okay, so it's a new web portal that basically is an online learning, networking and collaborating tool. And we're looking at targeting policymakers, scientists, knowledge holders and practitioners working in the field of biodiversity and ecosystem services. So we want to facilitate basically an online discussion.
And who's behind this project?
Okay, so we're supported by 3 donors. First of all, we've got Sweat Bio at the Stockholm Resilience Center, who's been supporting us since the beginning. We're also supported by the Norwegian Environment Agency, as well as the German BMUB.
Now tell us, what distinguishes Besnet from several other similar portals out there?
Okay, what we want to do really here is to fill the gaps. There are a lot of things happening and we want to connect people, we want to connect initiatives in a way that is not necessarily bound to intergovernmental processes, if you like. For example, we work with EPES, we work with the CBD, we work with the UNCCD, and there the rules of engagement are very specific to an intergovernmental discussion. Here with Besnet, it's a more fluid way where we're really trying to connect all the different communities together in a way that has very limited rules for engagement.
And how can I, as a user, what kind of information can I find in this portal?
Okay, so we're structured in terms of thematic and methodological areas. They respond to specific questions that were highlighted through numerous forum and multi-stakeholder consultations. So for example, we've got thematic areas that echo the work that EPES is doing in terms of their thematic assessments. But we've got also themes such as biodiversity finance or ecosystem-based adaptation that have been highlighted by CBD member states and by EPES parties as well, and that have not been necessarily picked up by these forums in a formal way.
And on the portal then you can find all sorts of material and reports, briefs, and even engage with other users and practitioners as well.
Yeah, exactly. So basically these thematic areas, they work like a little, it's a one-stop shop. So if you focus, for example, on biodiversity finance, you enter the website, you select this thematic area, you get an introduction to this field, then you can have access to a list of organizations that play a key role in this field, so you get a good understanding of the panorama of the organizations working in this field, and you have access to their websites and so on. The second part is the extensive and very up-to-date and relevant library of knowledge, where you have access to scientific articles, but also grey literature, e-learning modules, you've got blog entries, you've got videos, information about lessons learned and best practices and so on, and blogs, for example. So it's a really comprehensive and very kind of wide immersion into a specific field. And then the last part is having access to our huge number of Besnet experts. We've got 91 at the moment, and in their individual capacity have agreed to respond to questions from users. So basically, when you spend 2-3 days on that web portal, you have all the information you need in terms of who's working in this field, who you can connect with and get more information from, and what is the latest information you need to know about. And the other really exciting aspect of the portal is the networking elements. So here, because we're trying to connect these 3 communities together, you can discuss through online forum, you can create groups for collaboration online with other users, either private or public. You can, for example, do this question to experts and poll them, like survey all our experts at the same time on a specific question. You can request a policy brief and so on. So it's really fluid, really interactive, and really oriented towards the needs of our users.